What's up, bluegills? Hey, you guys are bass food. Good afternoon, you beautiful Jeets. What's going on? Today, I've got a little PM fishing sesh for you guys. I'm excited. I've got like one day in Illinois, and I decided I'd get on the Little John and we do some fishing out in a Clearwater place that I have not fished in quite some time. Along with doing some fishing, I've decided today's the day that I'm gonna do it. I got cold feet in my last video, as you guys saw, and I've decided to bite the bullet, and I'm gonna fish the $120 Japanese Arowana lure. Oh my God, I'm stressing just saying that. I'm super pumped, yet kind of nervous to fish this lure right now. Listen, I just want to try it out. It needs to be done, and I gotta tell you guys what an overpriced $120 lure fishes like, and see if it can actually catch fish. I'm pretty stoked to do this. You guys have been asking for it, and I had to fulfill it. You guys are what fuel this channel, and I gotta give you what you want. I almost forgot. Speaking of baits and lures, before we get today's video kicked off, Carl from Carl's Bait and Tackle's got some exciting news to share with you guys. Carl, let them know what's up.
Hey, John B. Sorry to interrupt the dopest B-roll in the game, but I got a big announcement with some sick beats. Now that I'm the CFO at Mystery Tackle Box, I started my own store called Carl's Bait and Tackle. It's like a local tackle shop, but online. You can put it on your phone, your computer, wherever you are. That also the store is there too. You're gonna be able to buy all your favorite fishing essentials, plus we're gonna bring you new products every month. Look at all of this. I'm also launching a club where you can get exclusive member benefits, like 30% off the entire store. Sign up for the club now and you get 50% off your first order. That's pretty cool. I'm so excited for you to check it out at shopcarls.com. We've even got a sweepstakes going on right now. Check out the info in the link below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at shopcarls.com. And John, I still haven't gotten any postcards from all the cool places that you've been. I've had a change of address recently, so maybe that's part of it, but call me.
Yeah, Carl, sorry about that, bud. I'll be sure to get at you here in the next few weeks or months. But seriously, if you guys are interested in signing up for Carl's Bait and Tackle, be sure to check the link in the description below. Check it out, it sounds really interesting. Anyway, enough chitter chatter. Let's go see if some Illinois bass like some expensive Japanese lures. What do you guys say? Let's get them. You say your name's Luke, right?
Yeah.
All right, Luke's gonna do the first cast and lure. I wanna hear your opinion on this thing.
It looks pretty sick to me.
I don't know if it's gonna catch anything. Give her a zing. Just don't break it, man. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Big bombs. It's freaking heavy, isn't it? It weighs like 2 ounces, I think. I think it looks pretty good, honestly. Like it's got like a little waking action. I'm gonna go hit it, dude. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Peace out. And we are off. Shout out to Luke for trying out the lure. That was the lucky golden cast. Wouldn't it be crazy if he like smoked like a 10-pound? I'm like, hey Luke, try out the lure. He smokes like a 10-pounder. That'd have been freaking wild. Okay, so my game plan is this. I don't want to talk too much, but I also want to tell you guys what I'm gonna do. It's a small lake, got a lot of grass. It's clear. I think it's like honestly like 15-foot viz. It's super clear, and it gets hit pretty hard. So I'm hoping that maybe with this sun going down, these fish come out of the weeds and get a little feisty. But for now, I'm gonna throw the topwater lure, and I might even throw like a drag and dropper, something like that, maybe some drop shot. I don't know. I gotta think finesse. If I'm not thinking finesse, I gotta think big bait, something that they just can't resist. It's only fitting that I throw a Japanese lure with a Japanese DC reel. Got the Metanium all cooked up using the 7.4 favorite Emperor. This thing looks ridiculous. This honestly looks like the craziest setup on earth. It's fruity, it's nutty. Okay, let's make some casts. Oh my God, right off the bat, this thing is super heavy. Like super heavy. I don't know any of the specs. When I bought this thing on eBay, I don't even think I looked at any of the details. I was just like, all right, looks good, gonna buy it. So here are some of the specs on the bait. I don't exactly know how heavy this thing is. If I had to guess, it would probably be, oh, what is that? It's a largie right there. Look at the largie. Oh my gosh, there's a largie right there. He's going after it, he's going after it. He's going after my bait. He's going after my bait. There's a largemouth right there. Look, he's going after it. See if I can catch him on the wacky worm. Dude, that fish was no joke going right at my bait. That is an insanely good sign. Like that fish was hot on my lure. Not a bad one too. I thought it was a freaking pike at first. I was like, that thing is big. Wow, okay. Anyway, I don't know if you guys got that on the GoPro. I got polarized glasses on. That's the only reason I could see, but that was nuts, dude. That fish came right up at the bait and nosed it like he was gonna eat it. But It's a heavy bait. It's technically a wake prop bait, just right below the surface, so you could call it a topwater subsurface. And it's meant for big fish, that's for sure. Like this 7-4 rod is definitely met its match, and this is a heavy, heavy rod. Wow, I'm still just starstruck that that fish went right after the bait. Like that fish followed it all the way to the boat. To my knowledge, there's no natural current arowana in this lake, so I'm guessing that they probably think it's like a big bluegill or something like that. It just goes to show you don't have to always match the hatch. There we go, I'm on the frog, on the frog. That was cool. Get in here. Oh man, that was serious. Fish in the boat, number one. Wow, man, after seeing all this grass and all these reeds, I could not help myself. I had to throw the frog. Like, this is good for a couple reasons. One of which, it's a frogfish, and who doesn't love a frogfish? The other reason is it confirms that these fish are willing to feed on surface lures, which I'm trying to kind of trigger on the arowana, the Japanese arowana. This is a good start. That's what we need. Thank you, little chubbo. Little frog eater. Man, I thought that was like a 12-pounder the way you ate it. You ate that thing with some authority, dude. All right, get back under your mat. Look at him swim off like that. This water is unbelievably clear. And that's what he ate, a little black frog, all black. One of my favorite colors. Not like in general, but just like for frogs. Oh my oh, that was a good one. Not a small fish at all. I felt him. That was a big fish. Whew. Wow, my blood pressure just went up. Threw the frog for a bit, got that out of my system. Now I'm back to throwing the arowana. A few quick pointers. One thing I will say about this bait is it does have like killer action. Like, look at this thing in the water. It looks fantastic. It's a cross between a wake bait and a prop bait and like a jointed swim bait. It's the best of 3 worlds in my opinion. And I honestly expected this thing just to be a mantelpiece, but it moves very well in the water. Like, I will not be shocked if I get destroyed on this bait today, especially as that sun starts to dip behind the trees. The other interesting thing I noticed about this bait is it's got like a noise to it. It's got not only like a clanky noise, like I don't know if you guys can hear this. Here, let me be quiet real quick. Just listen. So it's got this clanky noise from the prop blades in the back, but it's also got kind of this gurgling noise when those props go completely underwater, which is different. I don't know if it makes any difference, but I've never really seen or I guess heard that in a bait before. So those are the 2 interesting things that stand out to me. But here's the big thing. Do all 3 of those corks justify me spending $120 on this bait? I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of baits out there that will get you bit, that will trigger a topwater strike, but I will say it is pretty freaking cool that this thing is fairly different than the baits I've thrown in the past, other than the fact that it looks like an arowana and other than the fact that it is quite expensive. It's got some tricks up its sleeve. Oh, give me a bite. God, I'm still freaking, my ass is still pretty salty from that last fish. My Lord, that thing had to have been decent. There we go, I'm hooked up. Hooked up. Nice. Number 2 of the day. I went over this little grass seam where I've thrown drop shots before, and I threw the bandito in there. The bug ate it on the fall. That was a good little bite. I think there's more down there too, because the one I saw was a lot bigger than this. You're not what I'm after, bud. See you, dude. You little bug bass, you little bandito bass. Oh, that was cool. That was so cool. That was so cool. My gosh, that was the coolest thing on earth. Can you believe that? I wish there was a freaking polarizer on the GoPro lens so badly so you guys could have watched what I just watched. Frog is gone. I was pulling it off that little weed edge. I knew this looked too good. As you can see right there, there's like a little bit of a gap. Perfect place for bait fish to go in and out of, and also you got a little bit of a cross breeze that could filter some bait in there as well. I threw in there, got right to the edge, and was about to burn it back for another cast, and this guy chased it like a bat out of hell and just cranked it. That is such a cool feeling. Look how long he is too. It's a pretty looking fish, man, not gonna lie. Oh, that's super, super badass. See you later. Look, goes right back under. I'm doing 2 things right now. One of which, I'm trying to make a really sick video for you guys, trying to catch a fish on the arowana. Along with that, on the side, I'm using this little frog right here, this black and blue frog. Sorry, not black and blue, it's actually black and red frog, hollow belly frog, which I've trimmed down a bit. As you can see, the tails are a little bit shorter, and I'm throwing it in tall grass like cattails, a bit of scum. There's a bit of scum right there, and I'm trying to get in as far back there as possible. This water's super clear. Look at this water. It is insanely crystal. Even for Northern Illinois, this is super clear water. So these fish need some place to hide. They don't have eyelids. They can't just shut their eyes when the sun is beating down on them. So they go in places like this, they duck for cover. And that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to go in their layers, in their territory with that frog. That frog is completely weedless, and it's gonna really enable me to get as far back as possible without getting snagged and still getting bit. That's the beauty of a frog. Not only is it so much fun to see him hit it, but sometimes it can be like the best tactic you can throw, especially in situations like this where these fish aren't deep, they aren't shallow, they're tucked way up under the nastiness. And the only way to get to them is if you punch or frog. There we go, I'm on. He's still on there. That's a good one. Please tell me it's still on. Please tell me that fish is still on. Oh, he's still on. He is still on, and it's not a bad one either. It's a pretty good one. Yes! Choking it. These fish are just choking it. This is pretty straightforward for Northern Illinois. Summertime, this grass gets super thick, almost too thick to fish, and that's when they start eating the frog. Another good one, a little bit fatter than the last one too. See ya. Oh, I wish you guys were on this boat with me right now and just pitching a frog alongside, because this is one of my favorite ways to fish. I don't care if the bass is a pound, 3 inches, freaking 10 pounds. The blow up is always just as exciting. My gosh. Another one, same spot. Boosh. No way. I literally just set another one in the same spot, and this fish comes up and eats it. You guys, this is the second cast after. This is a good one. Look at that one. Is this a joke? You guys have got to be kidding me. I am not kidding. Look at that. There's my first fish mark. See that big seam down the middle? And there's the second one. Oh my God, I thought this was like a 7-pounder. The way he ate was just atrocious. That's how we do it. Illinois largies in the grass. Nothing like it. Gonna send you right back down into that mat. Get down there. I'm on. I got one. No way. On the Arowana. I'm hooked up. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Oh my gosh. You're joking me. You are joking me. Look at this. Oh. Woo! We did it. I can't believe it. We made it happen. I caught one on the Arowana. I knew I could get bit. I just didn't know if I was going to be able to land one. The funny thing is, and the most ironic thing about this catch and this fish that ate the Arowana, is it's probably one of my smallest ones of the day. And he ate the biggest bait. Like, can you believe that? This just goes to show, it's evidence that bass are aggressive. They will eat anything as long as it's got good action. Not to like toot my own horn or anything like that, but that was a sauce cast. I got it right in between some reeds, gave it 2 or 3 cranks. She was on. The Arowana produces. Back down there, you Arowana eater. Whew, big splash. I started right there, and the cast was made right in that zone. You see where that split in the reeds is at? That's where that fish ate. I think he might have come out of the grass and smoked it. Okay, on that note, let's put the boat back on the trailer and dip on out of here. I was hoping that was gonna be a little bit smoother. There you have it. Mission accomplished. Finally, caught a fish on the famous Japanese Arowana lure. And on top of that, just to sprinkle a little bit of goodness on the day, caught some fish in the frog too, which is really sick. That's it. I'm taking the Little John back up on the trailer and we're dipping out. Before I forget, I gotta thank Carl's Bait and Tackle too so much for sponsoring this here video and allowing me to get out in the water and crank on some Illinois fish. Also, big props to you guys for making this video possible as well. All right, it's time for me to say goodbye and good night. Thank you guys for watching today's video and for the view. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you already haven't done so. Good night, farewell my fellow Jeets, and as always, folks at home, keep fishing, never stop.